Hello everyone, thank you for the opportunity to show you the eHALOPH database. This is a website that has a list of plants that are tolerant to salt, and it is a collaborative platform that is curated by the administrators. So you can see in the landing page a list of the most recently approved plants, and you have also some useful information about halophytes, but this is not a dissemination website about projects or things related to halophytes. It is about the plants. So you have here several points of entry, such as the recently approved plants, but you have also this slideshow that shows you several halophytes that have been submitted by users. You have also other points of entry. You can list the plants or search by a plant name, and you have also references. So I will show you a little bit of how this works. So we can start by clicking this image, for example, and it will load the most recent version of this plant name, Limonium auriculifolium. So what you see in each plant record is a list of characters that have been defined by the administrators. We don't have time to go deep into how the system works behind the scenes, but this is a very versatile platform that has been developed to allow the addition of new fields if necessary. So you will see for each of the fields that have been defined a value, a single value, or multiple values depending on the type of fields. Sometimes you will see a value marked in red. That means that it was from the previous version of this plant name. So for molecular data, it said DNA, but then it was changed to DNA and transcriptomics RNA sequence. You see also that many fields have this icon here. That means that it is linked to a reference that supports the information given. So when you click here, it will open a pop-up with the details of the reference that justifies this value, and also a DOI if it is available. So you can see the results of your query looking at those values. One particular value that we have here is a distribution that comes from GBIF. It is the Global Biodiversity Information Facility. And what it displays is the actual values for occurrences that are listed in this portal. So if you click here, you will see this page on GBIF with the distribution and the observations, the records of the observations. Okay, so this is not part of eHALOPH. This is a query that we make to that service. And we have also a distribution text. This one comes from Portugal, and there is the literature that justifies this. Okay, you have also an image gallery. Many plants don't have images, but people can upload them. And you have also the full list of references at the end. So another way that you can search for plants is, if you are interested in a plant name, you can search for a plant name. So in this case, let's say I'm interested in the genus Sueda, and when you stop typing, it will show you the matches for what you are typing. So you can, when you are happy with your typing, you can stop typing and it will display all the matches. Okay, let's imagine that I'm interested in a particular species, Sueda maritima, for instance. Okay, it will display the match that in this case is only one. Okay, let's just go back to this to the name of the genus, so I can get the full list for that genus, and I can pick each one of the records and see the values for that. But I can also export this into a CSV file. As you probably know, CSV means comma separated value. So the values are separated by a comma, but depending on your system configurations, your software may require another separator. So that's why you have that option to choose a semicolon, a comma, or a tab. For instance, the Portuguese Microsoft systems in Excel, it doesn't expect a comma to be a separator, it expects a semicolon. Of course, you can always import that into Excel using other ways, other pathways. Or you can select just a semicolon and it will display. In my case, in my system, I have software that will understand the comma as a separator, so I can export this, and I will get this file with all the values for that list of plants. I will open it directly from here, okay? And what you see is the list of species. Each line is one plant, one species. Well, one taxon, sometimes it is the subspecies. And you have columns for each of the fields, and in the end you will have the full list of references for that plant. Okay. Another way that you can search is to make filters, and you will get the list of plants that match your filters. In this case, I have selected Amaranthaceae, and it will display all the Amaranthaceae that are in this database, but I can match these to ranges of salinity, for example, or for germination values, or for economic uses or habitats. So you can search here. The economic use is a standard list that is imported from Cepazal. Pedro will talk about this later. And from here you can select multiple of those values. You can select the ones that are used, for instance, as food or and drink. So I get that list and I can export it, and I get my data that is relevant for my research. So there are several ways that you can get your values, and you can also get references. So this is an up-to-date list of references. There are several thousands of records, as you can see. This is imported by the administrators of the platform, and they can be added manually also by any user. So you can search here for something like words that are relevant for your research, and you will get lists for the matches. Okay, back to home. One of the most important things of this platform that may not be very obvious is that it is a collaborative platform, and so you can register and create an account if you don't have one. So you can register here and submit just basic values to create an account. And once you have an account, you can log in and submit editions or submit new plants. So when you click on one plant, you have the option to edit this plant. So I have here several values. I cannot edit this plant right now because it is waiting for an administrator to approve the submitted changes. So let's go back to you. If you are not an administrator, you will not see these options. So you can see how complex the background of this platform is. Okay, so I can select one plant that has been approved and see that I can edit this record. So I can see all the values as I could before, but now I have this button that allows me to edit this record. That means that it is transformed into a form, and I can add values to that form. Okay, let's suppose that I have a new value for the economic uses. So I can add my data and navigate to that tree of Cepazal and say that it is used in grazing, or any other field that I can choose here, and I can close and I can submit this, and I can add the references from here. So I can select from the list, I can navigate through the list, or I can search by words. So I am aware that this is justified, for example, in one of those, and I can associate this bibliography to the value that I'm submitting. And then I just go to the end of the form, and I can submit the data agreeing with the terms and conditions. When I submit the data, I receive a notification, and the administrators of the platform receive also a notification, so they can approve your submission or they can delete your submission. Or so you are told by email of the comments that if there are any comments by the administrators to the action. So basically, this is a collaborative platform that can be used by researchers to get information about halophytes, but also where they can submit their researchers, their values to contribute to enrich this platform. Thank you very much.